Hello guys, welcome. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. Sometimes there's a lag with Facebook when going live, so let me know. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. This is kind of the culmination of everything we've been talking about over the last 3 days. This is day 3. Hi Annie, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And I'm going to kind of bring it full circle to what we talked about on day 1 as it pertains to what everybody wants to know, how to generate leads and making offers, right? This is like the most important thing that we think about when we're trying to start a business is like, how do I get it off the ground? How do I generate leads? Where do they come from? How do I do it right? Everybody's got a different way. Everybody's teaching a different strategy. You know, why are all these different strategies working for all these different people, but I can't figure out what's the right one? I'm going to simplify everything today on this lesson and teach you the most important thing about being successful with lead generation and making offers and generating clients. You ready? Who's excited about today's lesson? Awesome, awesome, awesome. You can see me, you can hear me. Cool. So the most important part about generating leads and making offers is that you understand the issue is not what you are doing. The issue is not what you are doing. It's how you are being when you do it. It's how you are being when you do it. This is why 2 different people can do the same things and create different results at the end. And some people are left like scratching their heads, like, why did the strategy work for this person over here? What am I missing? Have you ever wondered that when you're like, how is this working for everyone? How is everybody doing this whole like getting clients online thing? What am I missing? It's not what you are doing. You're not missing another strategy. You're not missing, you know, some detail about it. You didn't write your PS line wrong on an email. You didn't do any of that. It's how you are being when you do it. This is the most important thing. We talked about this on Monday. As I'm bringing it back around, who was here on Monday? Who remembers? What we talked about on Monday was the most important thing. I told you on Monday I was going to give you the most important thing on Monday. I truly did. It's the identity scale, right? Because who you are becoming in the process of creating clients is the most important thing. So if you don't have clients now, it's because you're still over here showing up as the newbie coach. Everything you are thinking when you're out there looking for clients, trying to find leads, trying to figure out where the ideal client avatar is hanging out, all of the things that we're doing when we're trying our very hardest to do it right is coming from this place of, I'm a newbie coach, right? And I don't know where to find clients and I have to do it right. And perfectionism and fear of failure and not wanting to look stupid or not wanting to be judged and not wanting to do it wrong, right? Versus the go-to expert coach who's been doing this forever, who has clients all the time, who clients say yes to all the time, they work with people all the time. Over here on the identity scale, that's who they are every day. They don't even feel like they need to justify it or explain it to anyone, right? They just need to show up and be an expert because that's who they are. And they feel so confident in their identity that they are one now. So your only job when you're generating leads and you're making offers is who you are becoming and how you are showing up as you move across the identity scale. How do we move across the identity scale? How do we just decide, like, you know, like, do we just lie to ourselves and say, I am a go-to coach, even if you've never had a client before? No. How you show up as how you become an expert, a go-to coach in your mind, a qualified coach in your mind who can help people is showing up in service, telling people that you're open for business. Like, do people actually know what you do? Do people actually know that you're taking on clients? And are you making offers, right? Everything else is an overcomplication in your mind to avoid you some type of suffering or some type of pain that your brain thinks is death, right? Like social shame, rejection, some of the worst emotions you could possibly feel. Your brain, which is human, is trying to avoid that and overcomplicate everything. And so we talked about going from the newbie coach and moving across the identity scale. Everything in between here is that cognitive dissonance. It's that discomfort that we feel when we have to do those things, show up and serve, when we're over here feeling and holding on to the thought and the identity that we are still new. We still don't know how to create leads, and we still don't know how to find clients, right? And so, you know, I put over here the definition of cognitive dissonance: holding on to two opposing thoughts at the same time. That's why it feels uncomfortable. That's why you have this discomfort. That's why your brain tries to fight you going out and showing up and serve, telling people you're open for business and making offers to people like an expert coach. That's why it feels like I'm lying or I'm faking it. No, you're growing. You're growing. Nothing has gone horribly wrong. I tell my clients this all the time when they make the decision to do something scary, like in their business, like invest in their business, go out and like teach an event when they're not confident, something that's scary. I'm like, no, nothing has gone horribly wrong. It means you're human. You have a human brain. That's how it operates. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be scared. It's not okay not to do anything about it. Let me say that again. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be scared. It's just not okay to not do anything about it, right? Because that means you're not growing. That means you're staying over here in your comfortable identity. Is this making sense to anyone? Is anybody feeling this, what I'm putting out there? It's not what you do, it's who you are being when you do it. And it affects, it's very sneaky, it affects how you do everything. It affects what you do. All right? So I want to talk to you about lead generation and making offers. Making offers is something you do kind of twice, right? You make offers when you're showing up and serve and you're telling people you're open for business, and people say, hey, I'd like to take you up on that. I want to learn more about your offer. How do I learn more about working with you, or if I'm a good fit to work with you? Then the reason they're doing that is because you made an offer of letting people know you're open for business, right? And then the second offer comes into play when you have them on the phone and you're finding out if there's someone you can help, right? There's no way you can find out if there's someone you can help. This is another thing, we're going to talk about this later, that coaches do that keeps them stuck. There's no way you're going to know if someone is the perfect fit and someone you can help by judging them across your computer screen. By saying, they're probably not my client, or they're probably a tire kicker, or they're probably this, or they're probably that, or they're probably broke, or they probably don't have money, they're probably not ready, they're already giving me an objection before I even got on the phone with them. There's no way you can know if you can even help them from just across your computer screen, from judging them. So the first offer you make is letting people know you're open for business. People take you up on it. They say, yes, I want to know more about it. If I am a fit, let's talk about it. And then the second offer you make is when you know 100% that you can help them. Like you have that 100% certainty and that feeling in your gut, like, yes, I know I can facilitate a transformation with this person, and they absolutely have to do this. Like they would be like insane to walk away from this transformation that is available to them, right? That in and of itself, just like knowing that you only make offers to people you 100% know you can help, creates this energy about you of, I am the go-to expert coach. I know if I can help someone, and I also know I won't make an offer to them if I don't help them, if I can't help them. I don't have to make them an offer. Think about how much pressure that takes off of you. So many of you are afraid to get on the phone with someone. You feel like you're already obligated to like try to make the sale. Like, I have to make them an offer now. We're getting on the phone. They're interested. What if I can't help them? And so you kind of avoid that part altogether because you feel like attached to like, I have to make them an offer. I'm obligated. No. Do you know how much people respect me when I tell them like, I don't think you're the right fit for the online coach intensive. I don't think this is the right time for you. I don't think you're ready. I don't think that this would be the best investment for you. People are like shocked, like blown away. What, you're not trying to sell me? No, because that's not what an expert coach does. Expert coaches don't feel like they need to make offers to get clients from everyone, right? You only make offers to people you 100% know you can help because you know your clients are out there, and so you're only going to make the offers to the ones that you can help. Does this make sense to you guys? All right. So let's talk about the different types of offers. And remember what we said about the issue. The issue isn't what you do, it's who you're being when you do it. So these are the different types of being, like being in a place of like being that like in the place where you have like no clients and you're like broke and you like need to get your business off the ground and you're trying to figure out how, or being in the place of like abundant, I have all of the clients that I need, clients are coming to me all of the time, my clients are everywhere, like this is that very abundant offer. So the first thing, and remember we talked about this on day one, when we talked about the identity scale, when you tell people what you do and you feel the need to explain it to them, you're like, let me explain what kind of coach I am and how it all works. You're making it confusing. Like you're like using all this fluff, you're using high level language that your clients don't even understand yet because they're not going to understand it until they work with you. And so your offers are just confusing and convoluted. Like if it takes you 18 minutes on the phone to explain how you're going to work together, you're talking too much and it's too confusing. So an abundant offer is simple. It passes what I call the kindergarten test. All right. Would a kindergartner be able to understand what you are offering them? Like in 3 steps or less, right? Are you using that simple language? Or is it over here and it's confusing and you feel like you need to like explain all of the different parts of it, all of the different features of what you're going to do together so that they really understand the value? That's coming from this place of like, I need to create value so that people can, because I'm broke, right? The other type of broke offer is this offer that is like very self-focused. And listen, if you are in this place where you identify that maybe you've done this, we all have done this, okay? Every single one of us has done this before. Coming from this place of like self-focus, we all fall into it because that's human nature, right? But when we come into being a coach, we come into being coaches because we want to serve people. And so all that's happened is we forgot that we wanted to serve people because now we're open for business. Now we're telling the world we're open for business and now money is involved. And so we forget what we got into it to do. So being in this place of like self-focus, it's coming from this energy, how you are being, of I need to find clients and I really need to get clients like right now, right? And like if you're feeling sorry for yourself for not having clients yet, or you feel like you're running out of time, like I'm not as far along as I wanted to be, like I really thought I would be there by now, but I'm not. Any type of, and it's sneaky when it comes up, so pay attention when you're having a thought. Is it a thought focused on me? I need to find clients is focused on something you need to go out and get for you, right? It's coming from that needy, desperate, frustrated type of energy, right? And we've all been there. So the most important part of how you are being is paying attention to how you feel in your body when you're out there talking to people. It's not what you do, it's how you're feeling when you do it. I have this exercise I do with my clients when we set goals every week, and then they go out and they evaluate the results of those goals. They evaluate it every day. Like I have a worksheet that I give them, okay? And on there, it asks you what you did, the action, but along with it, it's how did you feel when you were doing it? That's going to tell you so much about the results that you create that week. How did I feel in my body when I was out there making offers to the world? When I was showing up to serve, telling the world I was open for business and making offers. It's either going to come from your heart, like come from a place of service, or it's going to come from a self-focused energy. Neither one needs judgment. It's just create awareness and shift into service. It just means you forgot why you wanted to be a coach in the first place, right? So have you ever noticed those like think about a time on social media where, this is a great example, right? Facebook and social media, they have something called a share button, right? Think about a time when you've shared a post on social media, when you've decided to click the share button. Was that coming from a place of self-focus, like this is, and making it mean something about me and getting something by sharing this post? Or was it coming from a place of service to anybody that will see this? Like, people need to see this, so I'm clicking share. It's not your post, it's someone else's, so you're not making it about you. You're sharing it because you feel like there is value there and people will benefit from it. Think about a time that you've done that. It could be something that you thought was funny, that you thought would be make someone smile today. It could be something that you thought would be of value. Anything like that. Does your offer pass the share test? Like, if it wasn't yours and you weren't attached to it, it wasn't focused on yourself, if it wasn't anything to do with you, would you share that offer? Like, if it was somebody else's, would you find the value and click the share button? Does it pass the share test? So it's not about what you do, it's who you're being and how you feel when you do it. It happens all of the time. Once money gets involved, we forget these things. We're like, I gotta get clients and I gotta make money. How do I do it right? All right. The third type of, I call broke offers, really it's just coming from that place of you're still showing up as the newbie coach on the identity scale. But newbie coaches carry around that broke energy, right? Like, I don't have anything. Is having an agenda or being really attached to what you're doing, right? Going back to the share test, like when you share a post, are you attached to the post at all? Like, are you attached to whether people comment on it or they do anything at all with it? Or are you just sharing it to put value out into the world? Think about that. So when you are making offers, if you're really like have an agenda, like I need to get a client and I need to get this result from my offer, then it's coming from that place of self-focus, right? You're attached to the offer. So many of you are attached to the, well, I skipped too quickly over agenda. How many of you guys have seen offers? We've all seen offers at this point online. How many of you guys have been in Facebook groups and that allow people to make offers all the time, right? Where people just like pitch their offers in the group. Or maybe you've been to like those like networking events, right? Where people are, you know, allowed to pitch offers. How many of you can feel and just tell when everybody is in that group with an agenda? Can you tell the difference between those posts and those offers? Whether it's in person or if it's online. I bet you can, because it's energy. You're feeling their energy. You're not feeling like the exact wording of what they did. You're feeling the energy that was behind it, who they were being when they wrote it. Is this resonating with you guys? Does this make sense? Have you guys ever experienced that? It could be a post, it could be a message someone sent you, anything. If they can feel you have an agenda, your clients are automatically turned off by that, right? Because it's not about you anymore. I mean, it's about you. It's not about them anymore. So they don't feel like you're 100% have their best interest in mind. They don't feel like you're 100% only making this offer to them because you know you can help them, right? So versus, you know, being attached. So that's the having agenda, being attached. This is another thing that's very human, right? Being attached to your offers. A lot of you have a lot of hang-ups on how you can show up and make offers, right? So on the identity scale, show up and serve, tell people you're open for business and make offers. It doesn't say show up and serve, but only show up and serve on your business page. Or show up and serve, but only show up and serve on an ad. Or show up and serve, but only use Instagram. But a lot of you have attachments to the way that you make offers to people. right? And what you're doing is you're making your world very, very small, okay? Let's go back to lead generation. You're making your world very small in terms of how many leads you're able to generate, because you're attached to how you find them, right? And then when you get a client, I've seen this before with clients, when they sign a client, but it didn't come from the way they were super attached to, they don't even get to feel abundant about it. They're like, yeah, but, you know, she came from this place over here. Or like, you know, she didn't come from this thing that I've been putting all of my energy and attachment into, right? Being really attached to the way, all right? Hiding behind the strategy. So many people want to just work on their slides or their funnels or whatever they're working on, or their programs. Like, I'm going to launch this thing. They hide behind the strategy of how they're going to get clients. Like, this is going to bring me clients, so I'm going to work on this for 8 weeks, right? Being attached to the way. So if you feel attached to something you're doing right now, if you feel very, very attached to the way you've been doing, like the strategy, I want you to investigate and ask yourself where that's coming from. What are you hiding from in other ways? Like other ways that you already know you could be showing up and serving, telling people you're open for business and making offers. Which one are you hiding from and why? That will open your eyes to so many things, right? I want privacy. Like I need to, like, I don't want people to know, I don't want to show up here because XYZ, like I don't like social media or whatever, right? Is that showing up in service, or is that self-focused energy, right? Just become very aware of all of the thoughts that our brain tells us that are very sneaky and very tricky, all right? So being attached, having agenda versus being attached and connected to your vision. This is being more committed to who you are being and why you are here to provide this value to the world in the first place, right? I am so committed to helping other health, wellness, fitness coaches create clients because I am committed to the result of them transforming lives, right? I know that if I'm the only one getting clients as a health coach, I'm not able to transform as many lives as 100 health and fitness coaches, each creating a client and transforming lives. You guys see that? You have to be committed to your why, your vision for why you are doing this. All you did was you forgot. You were connected to it at one point when you decided to become a coach, and then you got so caught up into doing it right, getting clients, being successful, what other people are going to think about you if you're not successful, if you don't have clients yet, what you're making it mean, that you forgot the vision of why you were doing it in the first place. Reconnect to why you're actually doing this, right? Who you are being, it comes from the heart. It comes from service and it comes from love. It doesn't come from, I need to get something from this. They need to become a client. I need to be successful with this one strategy, or I really have this like program in mind, this offer that I really want to sell. So I need to find people to buy that one, right? Connecting back to your vision. Here's the last point, and this is the most important point about broke offers, is coming from the energy of I don't have clients. In fact, this whole energy of lack and not having it all. And this is really, really hard to break out to you if you haven't spent a lot of time moving across that. You haven't even been aware of where you are on the identity scale, and you've just been hanging out over here in what feels natural and comfortable as the newbie coach, the broke coach who doesn't know how to launch yet. Well, of course I don't have clients. You think you're saying it like you're just like telling people the news today, right? I'm just telling you the facts. This is like, it's, cloudy today and I don't have clients. No, that is a thought that creates an energy that you carry with you when you make your offer. You know how you shift out of that? I'm going to give you the biggest secret that I could possibly give you to how you can never feel like you don't have clients ever again. You guys ready for it? You guys want to know how you can feel like you always have clients? is my client. You show up in the world like everyone is your client. You never have an excuse not to have clients. Every single person in your world is a client. Every single person that you interact with is an example for you to be a product of your product. It's an example for you to show up and serve everyone around you as the example of the coach that you are today because of the transformation you've gone through. Everyone is my client. Every single person. This goes back to judging people across your computer screen. I don't know where to find the ideal client avatar. I don't know where to find the right ones. If you stop looking for finding the right clients and treat everyone like they are your clients will find you. They will come to you. I can't tell you how many times people have come to me to apply for the online coach intensive, and I don't know how they found me. I'm like, where did this person come from? And so I talk to them, or someone on my team will talk to them, and they will literally say like, oh yeah, this other coach that I have told me about you. And that other person is not my client. That other person will never be my client. They're not my ideal client. They're not someone that I help. But I just show up into the world like everyone is my client. I treat every single person around me like they are my clients. And your clients will come to you and find you. It's the craziest thing ever. You never have to feel like you don't have clients. You never have to wonder where to find clients. You never have to make confusing offers and explain it to everyone. You never have to feel attached to which way is going to work. Do you know how many times I've changed my way? Do you know how many different times I've changed a training, redone a webinar, changed emails, written different offers online and posts? Like, I've done it so many times, but every single time, I'm not attached to making a new time. Like, I'm not attached to it, right? It's like, okay, well, that's what worked then. What's going to work now? Here's what worked. Here's what didn't work. This is what I'm going to do differently this time. Evaluating the results of that and showing up with zero attachment to what you need to change. So many of my clients get really attached to their strategy, right? And it's because they put all this energy into it. They're like, this is what's going to work for me. I just need to spend 8 weeks on this strategy. And then if I tell them like, look, you need to scrap it. You need to change it. This is no good. No, this isn't working. They have a lot of drama about it because they haven't been showing up to serve, telling people they're open for business and making offers every single day. They've just been focused and hiding behind their strategy, waiting for the day for them to tell people they're open for business because they got their strategy done. It's ready to go. Now I'm ready to tell people I'm ready to get a client now. No, that's not how it works. That's a broke offer. That's the fastest way to stay stuck. And you know what is behind that, by the way? This little sneaky little thought in your mind that like, I have to do this right. I have to do this the right way. This perfectionism mentality, fear of failure, having to do it right. Nothing has killed more businesses and more dreams faster than perfectionism. Why? Because perfectionism kills momentum. You can't create momentum if you're out there trying to figure out if you're doing it right, or if you're missing something and it's not done yet, or if you are starting on a strategy and then you're worried it's not the right one, so you go look for the next one. How you know you have this is you're just not doing anything. Like, you're not putting any offers out there into the world at all. Or you're doing very low, low level of activity, right? Like, if the people who are signing clients are doing 10 times more, you're like down here, like, okay, I put one out. Okay, I must not have done it right. Let me go figure it out how to do it right again and spend more time on that. It creates very low results, right? So broke offers come from this place of, I don't have clients. I don't know how. If your brain is automatically going to, yeah, but how? How do you know you're still in broke offer energy? Is if you're like, yeah, but I still don't know how to do it. Like, I still don't know where they are. I still don't know if I'm missing something. You're missing the point. The point is what I told you it was on day one. This is the point. This is the secret. Listen, and I wouldn't be saying this. Listen, I teach strategies. I teach advertising. Like, I teach you how to run ads. I teach you the strategy to get clients when you're not ready to run ads. I teach you all of the strategy. If it was a strategy, I would be telling you, oh, this is the exact way. Make sure you don't do this thing wrong. Right? This is the golden ticket, the missing ingredient. This is like that missing link that everyone is scratching their head with when they're all looking for the tactics and they're all looking for the strategy that's going to make the biggest difference. You know what's going to make the biggest difference to your strategy that your coach teaches you? This. When you show up and serve, tell people you're open for business and make offers, even with the cognitive dissonance of you still being partly that newbie coach, but showing up and being willing to deal with all of that in the spirit of who you are becoming and the vision for why you became a coach in the first place, being a product of your product, the clients will come to you and you won't be attached to how many times you need to tweak your strategy or figure out what worked and what needs to be done different. You won't be attached to any of that. You won't have an agenda. You won't be self-focused. You won't be, this is another one. I need to make money like today. I need to make money or I'm going to be homeless in 2 weeks. That is the worst place to come from to create an abundant offer and to get clients, right? I need to sign two clients in the next 2 weeks or else I've run out of time. Like, how many of you guys think about it that way when you put targets and goals? That is not where clients come from. That is not it. This is where all of the money is made. This is where all of the value is created, right? People give money for value, the value that you exchange with them, right? So if someone is giving you money and signing up with you, you get to be so excited for them and so happy for them because they are investing in the value that they are receiving. They see value there and they're committed to their transformation, right? I want you to think about that, why you became a coach in the first place. It's the identity scale. That's what's going to create the abundant offers. That's where the leads are going to come from. That's how you make offers. It's not more complicated than that. There's no special words that I can give you that are going to make your offers sell like hotcakes. Your energy, your confidence, your certainty, your conviction is what people will borrow from you when they say, I need to work with that coach. I need that transformation in my life. Resonating with any of you? Let me know if this was helpful. This was day 3 of how to sign clients in the next 30 days. You could sign a client today. You could sign a client today. You could make an offer. You could show up and serve. You could tell people you're open for business and make someone an offer today. Who's down for that? Who believes that? So day 1, we talked about the identity scale. We're bringing it full circle. Yesterday, we talked all about offers, like signature programs, signature offers. And now we're talking about lead generation, how to make offers. It's not about what you do. It's how you do it. It's how you do it. I can teach strategy till I'm blue in the face. This is the fundamentals behind everything, every strategy that I have my clients do. Okay, I'm giving you the golden ticket. People pay thousands of dollars to figure this out with a coach, and I'm giving it to you this week for free. All right? So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.